Hello all, welcome to the sessions. This side Abhilash. So in this session we will understand the role of industrializations in economic development. What is industrializations? It is a transformation of raw materials into finished goods through the use of machines or the goods which are produced in the manufactured companies. Role of industry in the economy. It has the ability to produce different products. It has the capacity to give employment. It has the capacity to adjust the changing tastes of the consumers. It helps the economy earn foreign currency which we use to finance our imports. Components of the industrial sector, the mining sector, the mineral products produce food, shelter, income. The price and availability of these mineral commodities have a tremendous influence on the nation's productivity and on our standard of living. Manufacturing sector is defined as the mechanical or chemical transformation of inorganic substances into a new product either by power driven machines or by hand in factories or in the workers' home. Construction advocate an effective infrastructure such as farm market, feeds roads, feeder ports, irrigations, and rural water supply. This is the one of the main important component of the industrial sector. The fourth component of the industrial sector is the energy sector. Its objective is to ensure affordable, competitive, and reasonably priced energy supply through socially and environmentally compatible energy infrastructure. The fifth component of the industrial sector is the water, providing a clean, potable water to supply to every company is the responsibility of the government agencies. Challenges facing the industrial sector. Skill gaps. There is a shortage of workers who have skills and experience that meet the job requirements. This is the major problem in India where around 60% people are unskilled. So from 2002 to till now, government is forcing and introducing various policies to get skilled, get educated from various policies, from various institutes to get a skilled and get a good job, right? So there is a reason of the education background. Due to that, we are having a shortage of workers with a good skill and experience. So these are the major challenges which we are facing. Environmental issues. The environment is sacrificed in the process of industrializations and modernizations. So this is the major common problem of every country. So on the basis of size, large scale, medium size and small industries. On the basis of end use, we have a basic good industries like minerals, fertilizer, cement, iron, steel and electricity. Capital good industries are machinery, railroad equipment. Consumer good industries are consumer durables, non-durables. Large scale industries like mining, manufacturing, electricity, gas and water supply. So let's understand all these type of industries, type of scales in detail. Industrial growth in India. We have seen the steady growth of 18% during the first three plan period 1951 to 1965 where Indian government has introduced the 5-year plan of development in India. 1965 to 1980, a period of deceleration and the retrogressions, growth rate falling down to 4.5% per annum. In 1980 to 1991, the annual industrial growth rate was 7.8 per annum. In 1991, a year of new economic reforms, limiting the domain of a public sector, encouraging the FDIs, foreign direct investments, foreign portfolio investments, and liberalizations of license policy. In 1991 to 2000, average annual growth rate fell to 5.7% as compared with the 10th plan, which was introduced by the government of India in 2002. The achieved growth rate was the 8.7%. The 11th plan which was introduced in the 2007, the annual growth rate was 7.1%, and the targeted growth rate for the 12th plan is the 8 to 8.5%. Present scenario: only two industries that are reserved for the public sector. One is atomic energy, and second one is rail transport. There is a monopoly in railway. Total number of PUCs are 220 in operations, 158 are earning profits, 62 are incurring losses. PUCs means public sector units. These units are totally owned by the government. The number of big businesses houses have increased from 2 to 80 since 1951, giving rise to the concentration of economic power. To restrict the monopoly practices, Competition Act was enacted in 2000, replacing MRTP Act 1969. Role of large-scale industries in India: modernizations agriculture, providing employment to 20%, 22% of the population, share in GDP 30% as per the data 16-17, two-thirds of export earning from industry, raising incomes of people by enhancing the economic growth, that means the raising the wages, daily wages. Industrial growth meet the ever increasing demand for industrial goods which have high income elasticity. Strengthening the economy by providing infrastructures like railways, dams which are not importable. Make in India, an initiative launched by the Government of India to encourage national multinational companies to manufacture their products in India. It's like a vocal for local. So vocal for local, we got this concept while we were surviving in the COVID-19 pandemic. The Make in India, launched by the Prime Minister Narendra Modi on the 25th September 2014, it made India top destination globally for foreign direct investment, surpassing USA and China, receiving 63 US billion dollars in foreign direct investment (FDI). Problems of a large scale industry: there are the major problems. So below targeted growth rate in all the 5-year plans. Expect the first 5-year plan. Underutilizations of the plant's capacity to the extent of 40 to 50%, increasing capital output ratio from 2.95 in the first 5-year plan to 4 during the 8, 9, 10, 11 plans. Absence of world-class infrastructure, example lack of transport facility, frequent power failures. These are the problems of large-scale industries and all major problems which you know. High cost industrial economy is attributed to outdated technology, import substitutions, government protection to PUCs, low MPL, economic size of industrial units, and monopolistic tendencies. Poor performance of public sector units. As I told you, there are around 62 units which are incurring the losses to the government. Sectoral imbalances implying inadequate support from agriculture and service sector. Industrial development is lopsided region-wise. Large-scale industries are concentrated in regions like Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Maharashtra, and Gujarat. These four states accounts for 50% of total capital and the 50% of total factories. So these are the major problem of large-scale industries. Now, small-scale industries. There are two kind of industries: manufacturing and service. So there would be a micro, small, and medium. Manufacturing sector investment limit. Micro enterprises consider as their investment limit up to 25 lakhs. Small enterprises transaction limit around 25 lakh to 5 crore, which will consider as a small enterprises. A medium enterprises, a production company or manufacturing company or service company where the transaction is around 5 crore to 10 crore, which will consider as a medium enterprises. Service sector, these are the service sector investment limits. So micro enterprises up to 10 lakh, small enterprises around 10 lakh to 2 crore, and medium enterprises are considered as a 2 crore to 5 crores. Role of small scale industries. Small scale industries contributes 8% of country's GDP. 4% of manufacture output of India is from the small scale industry. Contributes 45% to India's total exports. So small scale industries or sector is helping and incorporating 40% to the India's total export. Its small scale sector produces 8,000 value added products. Small scale sector employs 40% of workforces in India. So we have seen the huge employment in the small scale industry and sector. Maintains a consistent growth rate of 10% annually. Small scale sector is maintaining the consistent growth rate of 10% annually. Startup India. Aiming at promotion of a bank financing for startup ventures to encourage small scale sectors. Meant heavily for employment generation under this micro unit are refinanced by a new institution Mudra. I think in 2014 the Modi government has launched this facility and they are encouraging to the people, to the businessmen to start their own businesses, or they are encouraging youngsters to start their own businesses and create a more employment options in our country. So one option is the Mudra Micro Unit Development and Refinance Agency bank with the refinance fund of rupees 200 billion US dollars. It is named as a rural division as a Deen Dayal Upadhyay Swani Yojana. Problems of small scale sector. Finance. Entrepreneurs are forced to borrow money lenders at a high rate of interest as institutional finance is not available due to their lack of creditworthiness. This is the major problem which we are facing. In competition with large scale sector, this sector faced to corner advocate qualitative and raw material. Underutilization of capacity to the extent of 40 to 50%. Not having information about changing technology and consumer tastes. Bottlenecks of infrastructure like power, transportation, lack of network facility, lack of skilled manpower. These are the major problems which we have seen in the large scale industries as well. Managing inadequacies like demand visions, aptitude, lack of training, and poor project planning. These are the major problems in small scale sector. Support system. The Trade Fair Authority of India TFAI and State Trading Corporation National Small Industries Corporation help in selling the product of this sector in domestic and export market. So this is the Trade Fair Authority of India, State Trading Corporation and National Small Industries Corporation are the support system for the small scale sector manufacturing companies. Small Industry Development Corporation of India provides chief finance. Nationalized commercial banks are supposed to extend credit facility if our finance minister launched new policy to help the small scale industries and product reservations. These are the supportive systems for the small scale industries. Product reservation. Food and allied industries, pickles and chutneys, bread, mustard oil, ground nut oil. There are many things, many products which are reserved. Wood and wood products, wooden furniture, fixture, paper products, stationery, thermoplastic products, PVC pipes, fittings for PVC pipes, chemical products like wax, candles, safety matches, fireworks, agarbattis. So these are the product reserved under the small scale sector. So within this product line, if one starts a manufacturing company, that company will consider as a small sector company, small scale industry, and it will not consider in the large scale industry. Glass, ceramics, mechanical engineering like steel armor, lowering shutter, steel chair, steel furniture, domestic steel utensils. Again, these are the considered as a small scale sector or industry. Skill India, a campaign launched by the PM Sri Narendra Modi on July 15, 2015, aiming to the train train youth in different skills. It includes initiatives like Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana and the skill loan scheme through the National Scheme Development Corporation. Creates a hallmark called Rural India Skill, so as to standardize and certify rural skills beneficiary for small scale sector. So on the July 15, 2015, Narendra Modi has launched this policy to train a youth. Thank you. Best wishes.